Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu Alaikum. Seven sins that doom a person to hell. Number one, shirk. The greatest of these sins is shirk, associating others with Allah, which leads to doom with no hope of redemption. And if a person dies in this state, he will abide in hell for all eternity. Allah may be exalted, says interpretation of the meaning. Verily, whosoever set up partners in worship with Allah, then Allah has forbidden paradise for him, and the fire will be abhorred, and for the Zealomons, polytheists, and wrongdoers there's no helpers. Number two, witchcraft magic involves shirk because it is worshipping the jinn and is seeking the help of the jinn to misguide people. The practitioner of witchcraft is the one who deals with that which causes harm to people by means of the jinn and worshipping them instead of Allah. Sometimes he does things that harm them for of words, deeds, and blowing on knots. Sometimes he does that by causing illusion to such an extent that a thing may be seen as something other than it is really is as Allah. May life be glorified, said concerning in the sorcerers of Pharaoh. Interpretation of the meaning. Their ropes and their sticks by their magic appeared to him as though they moved fast. Murder. Killing a soul whom Allah has forbidden us to kill. This is a serious crime of which Allah says interpretation of the meaning. And whoever kills a believer intentionally, his recompense is held to abide therein, and the worth and the course of Allah are upon him, and a great punishment is prepared for him. Consuming riba. This refers to dealing with riba, which Allah prohibited. Allah may be glorified and exalted, says concerning in interpretation of the meaning. Allah has permitted trading forbidden riba. O you who believers, fear Allah and give up what remains due to you for riba from now onward, if you are really believers. And if you do not do it, then take a notice of war from Allah and His Messenger. Number 5. Consuming an orphan's wealth. Consuming orphan's wealth. The orphan is one whose father has died when he is small and has not yet reached puberty, which is required in the cause of orphans is so treat them kindly, protect their wealth, make it grow, and handle it with proper care. The one who spoils the orphan's wealth and consumes it unlawfully is subject to a stern warning because the orphan is weak and he is transgressed against him and consumed his wealth. This stern warning is addressed to him, but he is not a disbeliever. Rather, he is a sinner, so long as he does not regard that a premonition. Number 6. Fleeing from the battlefield. When the Muslims meet the believers in battle, the one who flees deserts his brother on the day of the battle. When the disbelievers march against the Muslim or the Muslims march against the disbelievers, the one who flees desert his brother is subject to the stern warning interpretation of the meaning, unless it be a stratagem of war or the retreat to a tomb of his own. That is, unless he is requiting to prepare himself, bring his weapons, and put on his armor in preparation for fighting, which does not do any harm, or he is moving from a detachment to another, from one rank to another, or from one group to another, as part of a plan against the enemy. Number 7. Slandering chaste woman. Slandering chaste woman in innocent believing woman. The one who slanders chaste woman, which means accusing them for zina, fornication or adultery by saying so and so committed zina or so and so called someone to commit zina. But he is lying. He is one of the 7 sins that doom one to hell and for which one deserves to be 8 lashes, as Allah may be exalted says. Interpretation of the meaning. And those who accuse chaste women and produce no 4 witness flog them with 80 strips. Stealing chaste women is a major sin. But there are the 7 sins that doom a person to hell but these are the 7 sins that doom a person to hell because they are so evil. But if anyone sincerely repents to Allah after committing them, then Allah is of forgiving, most merciful. So, O my servants who has transgressed against their soul, despair not of the mercy of Allah. For Allah forgives all sins, of forgiving, most merciful. May Allah protect us all sins and all deeds.